Series Edition LLC. We got a couple of the two companies we're working on right now. We left the mic open. The reason why we left the mic open, we leave these mics open from time to time to give these individuals who have been stealing, committing fraud, lying on their YouTube platforms, just about everything you could possibly think of, to steal from customers or trick potential customers into believing that their products actually work. Now keep in mind, there's no test demonstrations underneath these products. Nothing at all. No real test at all whatsoever. It's basic, simple house paints. That's pretty much it. Nothing really tested underneath of them. The reason why is because, again, it's just basic house paint. This is one of the fellows that we've been actually hitting pretty hard, because this individual is actually one of the biggest scammers on YouTube and outside of YouTube. He's a major scammer. We have a massive amount of information, video demonstrations, deleted videos, canceled orders, even showing how unprofessional he is. And times we got him in massive rants of carrying on, curse words, death threats, racial slurs, you name it, he's tied to it. There's a few other customers have been posting and reposting our demonstrations on him and putting him on blast for some of the things he's been doing. He's known for doing typical tricks when it comes to projector setups, overpowered machines, dark environments, calibrated projectors, things like that, to try to manipulate the image to make his image look a little better. But as you can see, if you're looking at this demonstration right here, this is a deleted video that he tried to remove off his account. We were able to get access to it and make a copy of it. We have several copies of this video. If you notice, if you look at the screen behind you, behind him, it's completely washed out. That's a P2 projector, which I told you in the day, no matter how much money you spend on a projector, if you don't have the proper screen, it can't see it, it can't pick it up. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So you can see how washed out the image is on that screen. This is supposed to be one of his top brand screen paints called the Cinemax. And it's having an extremely difficult time maintaining in that little bit of light. Because again, as I told you before, these gray screen paint products that these guys claim that have these special capabilities are nothing new. They were made many years back. They have the same reaction they had back then that they have now. The only difference, the reason why they look a little different, is because it's the projector that's doing the work. So in this video right here, this individual, going back, let's go back to the very beginning here, up here. This is called the blacklist. You can go to our Crystal Ridge site. The site right now is not this part right here. It's under reconstruction for our distributor drop shipments. And we left the blacklist intact because we need people to come in and watch these demonstrations so that way they can educate themselves on what to watch out for. This is a video we did around, we did this video 6 months to a year before the network gray was ever known. For anyone even knew what network gray was, we were the ones doing the demonstrations test. Products we had here from him were the Metallica mix, the Cinemax, which is a very interesting story right there. And we also had what do we have? The Cinemax personal, Metallica mix, and the Cinemax. So he got caught up in a couple of lies with the Cinemax. So basically, you all know about him shipping us the black paint over, nonsense like that. And a customer saw that, one of his customers saw that, didn't like what he did, and decided to send us his screen paint. And of course, Crow went on camera ranting and carrying on about the labels were fake, that we made the product, his product would match it, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? His product matched it, and he removed the video. So I'm going to show you, this is the one we did when we first started testing this product. Because the reason why we got to the idea of just everyday great paint, I was downstairs thinking like, man, what's there to say that these guys are just not shipping you great paint at the end of the day? How would you know if you were being shipped everyday great paint, like right off a shelf? How would you know? Because there's no test. They don't do any side-to-side comparisons, nothing like that at all. So how would you know if you're just getting shipped everyday house paint? So this is where we started doing these tests on their products. And this is what we found out.
Technology sprays. We're going to have to.
Let's go to the beginning of this with the network gray.
By Sherman Williams. Picked up a gallon of this for around $23. This is called Network Gray. Got a couple more that's coming in. And this is an SW, I think it's a 773. So, I'm curious to see if I paint this on here. We're not looking for a match. We're looking to see how close do it come to matching the paint. As I said before, we get to do these demonstrations ourselves. I will put down my demonstrations on my products versus black paint, black fabric, and just about anything else we can throw against it.
Now you heard what I said in the demonstration. I said where we don't know if it's going to match or not, we want to see how close it comes. So we didn't even know at the time we were doing the test how close of a match it was going to become. We're thinking like, okay, it might be off a little bit here and there, but not really sure. Because when we brought the paint, we really didn't know if it was going to match or not. Now, mind you, you can check the timestamp on this video. This video was made way before he ever did the demonstration on the network gray. He did the network gray because his customers started pressuring him to do the demonstration because we were pressuring him. So the outcome didn't go too well.
We've done these tests already before. As a matter of fact, the screen paint will come in handy.
Let's move on, popping the top. Now we left the channel open. The channel's open. We left it open on purpose because I want people to see the reaction of how they react when they're busted. That's why we left the mic open. What you're saying in here is going to be posted. So you know that. What you're saying, how you carry on, how you carry yourself will be posted. I left the mic on purpose. Anytime you see an open mic, we can go in and chat. It was set up for a particular reason. Because we want people to see when these people come in and they carry on with insults and they're upset. Because these are not customers at all, period. These are the individuals coming in with multiple YouTube accounts. And they want to come in and rip and carry on. It doesn't make a difference you carry on. That's what we want to expose you for. Instead of you taking responsibility for what you've done to your customers on cheating them and stealing from them, this is how you react. Very unprofessional. So, carry on.
This is not going to go well.
I said it.
That right there. That's not good. I can tell from looking at that. That is not good at all.
Now, mind you, as I said before, I've been making gray screen paint before you two ever existed on YouTube. You weren't even around when I was coming up on designing screen paint. So I have more experience. So I could pop the top on that. You heard me say in the video before you open up the can, I said, don't know whether or not it's going to match or not. We don't know how close. But by popping the top and looking at that, I could clearly tell it wasn't going to go well for you. Now, I made that statement before you ever did the test. What was the outcome of it? The outcome was that you made the video. You were really overconfident in the beginning. And as the video went on, you realized you made a serious mistake and you couldn't get out of the situation. And this is the reason why you were pulling objects in front of the screen. You were getting up, getting back down. You're being fidgeted, a little edgy. And then the video disappeared.
That's nothing in it. No black, no glitter, nothing. That is not a good sign. That is actually a perfect color right there. All right. He's going to have to outperform this one between night and day. It's not going to go well at all.
I just say you're not going to be to beat the screen. I told you that. I sat there and said it. It's like funny how people can go back and watch this video and then watch the one he previously did. I told you what was going to happen to you. But you brimming with confidence. What do you call it? Full glass? Bull in a china shop? Yeah, you got spirit all right. Here's it going on. Now, this paint right here, as I said before, cheap, very affordable. One coat application. And the beautiful thing about it is, as I said before, it's cheap. It does the exact same thing his product does. Now, it'd be different if I came on here and I was just showing this video only and I said, hey, look, it does what his product does without no proof of him actually testing it. But wait, there's more. We have proof. We have Jamie on a live recording painting in the screen with the same product I have right there in that container and it matching. So you can't get any more of a scammer than that. And what makes it even worse, he still sells this product on his website, knowing that it's house paint. As you said in your video, I was right about one thing. It makes a good primer. So if your product matches that product, then guess what your product becomes? The primer too also. The only difference is your primer is too expensive. I could do it much cheaper with a gallon of this in the day. So I'm painting the screen in. Now, mind you, as I'm painting the screen in, the customer sent down the Cinemax. And he claimed that the Cinemax was fake. It wasn't real. No way in the world would match network grade 773. You made these statements on camera. Then to turn around and to have your product match network grade 773, which means the product that we had in that container was real. I also know how to make your product. I made it on camera. I know how to make your Cinemax. It's very easy. It's a basic screen paint coating. That's all it is. More likely, you don't have to go through the fact of putting the black and white paint into it, because again, you can just buy house paint. It does the same thing. So there we go. Paint the screen in. Let's go over here and let's set everything up. Get the screen to dry. Trying to go through this real quick. All right. There we go.
They laugh at y'all. At the end of the day, because at the end of the day, come on.
Look at this.
See the difference? Wait.
Product is matching. I matched 3 of your products. I matched your personal mix. I matched your Cinemax. And I matched your Metallica mix. Network grade 773 does the exact same as 3 of your products. Do you see the screen sitting behind it? That's a black screen sitting behind it. Yeah. I probably can't even turn our screen's dark if it even wanted to. That's a black screen sitting behind here. But just getting back to this, that's 3 of your products. That's why when I saw the demonstration side by side to the hybrid mix, they look exactly the same. The Cinemax and hybrid look exactly the same. This is why we requested for the hybrid mix and the Cinemax to be side by side next to network grade 773 and slip silver. Did he do the test? No. Can't do the test. After that fiasco he just went through, he will never do that. He would never get on camera in front of gray paint ever again. Look at this. Look how close the match is. Look at that. That's insane. You see the red's picking up on our screen behind it? You can't even pick up contrast. That's a maximum zone. They're not used to having that paint in that kind of environment. They usually have it in a very dark environment. Let me put it this way. Your product claims that your Cinemax picks up on a projector of 2200 lumens, right? That network gray in that container can pick up at 1000. Very easy in the dark. So why in the world would I sit there and spend the money, first of all, for a product that's basically house paint, but second, that can't even pick up at 1000 lumens? It can only hit at 22. That's what you have in your specification sheet. If you can call it a specification sheet. Clearly, I don't call it anything. So you see how washed out that image is? Yeah. Does the same thing. All right. So after seeing all that, then we come back over here. Since you were in the room ranting and carrying on a few minutes ago, maybe you want to stick around for this one. This is your video.
Oh, wow. Doing this to himself. He did it to himself.
Let's get the other one. I'll do those more. Here we go. So when you come in the room, explain something to you, Jamie. These are not your customers coming in the room carrying like that. First of all, your customers got robbed. None of them are going to go into a room and claim to your product. They got robbed. This is your video right here. This is clear to you on the video, matching the product, doing all these weird, what do you call distractions on the video. This is the video you got rid of at the end of the day. Why would a customer come in and back you up at the end of the day, knowing that he got or she got robbed out of their money, thinking that you sold them a decent product? Why would they back you? No, that's you with multiple accounts, or the individuals who support you for the scammy nonsense you're doing, and they know you're scamming people at the end of the day, so they're just as guilty as you are. So why? That's you doing that. And the first things first, if this video makes you upset and it makes you extremely angry and you're mad and you're ranting over there, what are you ranting about? Is this not your video? Did you not make this video to defend your product? Then what are you upset about? That just shows a person who got caught at the end and now has to deal with the consequences of it all. I will be posting links directly to the caption So you can go in and click and see this video right here. The minute you click in, you can see it. These are the deleted videos, hidden videos from Crow1176, who also abused his YouTube channel to manipulate and steal from customers. This is the video he does not want you to see. So if you see at the top where it says Crow Screen Paint Mixes versus the Network Gray 773. My black paint's tested. My products are tested. If you're talking about my black screen paint, they're tested. I got them right on my website. You can go right to my website right now and check out my test demonstrations. I got them a mile long over there. So my stuff's tested. The problem is your stuff is not tested. When I go to your website, we don't see any of these videos. What happened to the videos? Where did they go? All my demonstrations are direct. I got entire pages dedicated to tests. Where are yours at? Where are your tests at? What happened to this video right here? Where did it go, Jamie? What happened to it? This is supposed to be a video back in your product. Where did it go? And what I'm seeing right here is your product is matching. You got on camera. Think about it. You got on camera and you went into a whole speech about the hues and the discoloration and the white levels were off and how this product didn't match your product in any way whatsoever, just to go in and to remove the video off your account. So where is it? I've already been through the whole thing of asking you, can you post it to your site? Do you know how many times I've asked you to post this directly to your site? Question, have your customers seen this demonstration? What about the church you robbed? Did they see this demonstration? No, you didn't show them this demonstration. That's why you won't post it directly to your site. Because in fear that a customer will come in, look at your product and go, no, I don't want this. I'll go buy the house paint. Because even you know it's house paint. Nothing new about that stuff. That's why we're posting links directly to the caption. So people can just copy and paste, click, and your video pop up. But my product's tested. I have more test demonstrations. My specification sheets have more information than your entire page 8 times over. You don't even know your own product at the end of the day. You just claimed that 3 of your products were gunmetal. How can 3 of your screens be gunmetal? You don't even know the proper measurements on how much square footage that your product paints out. Your specification sheets are lacking, and your shipping policy is a complete scam designed to steal and take from your customers. There we go. We're going to pop over to your website. We're definitely going over there. Because I like to see, when I do a video, I like to be thorough about it. I'll show basically our test. This is you right here. I don't know what you're getting upset about, buddy. This is you. Is that not you? Is that you not showing receipts in your video? All right, then. What are you mad about? What are you upset about? What are you angry about? What you ranting about? You can't complain about our black products. Our black products are tested. I don't got no videos of me doing this. This is you. Making excuses. What you should have did what I told you to do. Issue an apology and massive return to your customers, giving them back their money. And you should have basically issued a apology to your customers. Then went in and rebranded your product. Now listen, look, I can't listen. Rebranded your product. And then from there, test all your screens. From now on, you do know any screen paint you make has to be tested under Network Gray, because you have to be to prove that you're not scamming your customers. Explain this, Jamie. Explain this. Open mic, come into the room, explain what is this? What's this mess? What is it? You had no problem explaining it on camera. Explain it to us now. What is it? That's what I find interesting. This is his video. He had plenty to talk on camera, but the minute we asked him to come in and explain this, he can't explain it. At one point, it was a fellow who somehow got access to his apartment, was able to get pictures of his screen, what it looks like in normal lighting. We had regular lighting without that darkness he has in there to try to fake the demonstrations. So this guy goes into the fellow's video who made the complaint, bold as Jamie can be, and types in the bottom, says, oh, we trace this to Kenny's IP address. Do you know how ridiculous you sound at the end of the day? First things first, I would have to have access to the inside of your house in order to have those pictures. I'd have to be inside your home to do it. So How did I get there? You just randomly come up with certain things and hopefully something's going to stick. Somebody will believe in it. That's a typical scammer. So you can't call me a scammer at the end of the day, Jamie, because I can back my products up. You can't. There's your video right there. There's your hardcore evidence. Well, right there. It's right there. My products are tested. What's this? Can you explain this to us? Why is your product matching house paint? Look at that. That's pretty bad. Now, if you're not a scammer as you say you are, you wouldn't mind doing these tests all over again, would you? This time, could we add the slip silver into it? You wouldn't mind doing all these tests again. How about you do a demonstration Monday? You come on Monday live. You do a demonstration of all your products, not one of them, against Network Grade 773, all of them. And how about you do that black and white paint demonstration? You go on YouTube and make that black and white paint mixture and see how much of your product matches it. How about that? The one I actually want to see the most, I want to see the hybrid mix. I want to see the Cinemax. I want to see Network Gray, and I want to see Slip Silver all in one. That's what I want to see. How about you do those demonstrations for us on Monday? Now, if you're going to ask about my test, hey, knock yourself out. Got an entire page dedicated for it. Enjoy. My tests are already done. Still waiting for yours. You haven't done any of the match or better demonstrations we put up. Look at that. That is absolutely messed up. You see how well the blues are blending together? So you just told your customers, at the end of the day, I stole from you. I robbed you and I cheated and I manipulated because the house paint's matching so well. Let's go over here real quick. Let's check out something over here. Let's look at this right here. Well, I don't know what you're mad at me for. I'm not going to argue with you, Jamie. Whatever account you're using, I'm not going to argue with you. It's right there. It's right there. 150. I'm not even reading. You know, I'm not reading your messages, right? I'm not going to waste the time. What's the point? I read your website. There's just no point in basically having a conversation with you at all. The evidence is right there. I don't know why you're sitting there upset. What's the point? Why are you arguing with me to begin with? What are you upset with me for? This is your video. That's not me up there. That's you. So what are you upset at me for? You're mad because you got exposed. That's why you're mad. That's why you're upset. Because you got exposed. Next, in the long run, test your stuff out. Stop doing these fake demonstrations. You don't have to worry about going through this. You need to back up your stuff at the end of the day. Let's go. I don't want to do this. We're going to put the whole link up there so you guys can watch the whole link. Look at the snow levels. You brag about snow levels all the time. Look at the snow levels and this stuff next to your product. This is really, really crazy. Look at this. This is matching your product. Of course, this is going to produce a higher white level because when he painted it down on the screen, you can see that basically the Network Grade 773 was quite lighter than his product, which means it would be to produce a much higher white level. I don't know what was going on in that one right there. It's kind of like he was about to sprout wings and fly through a roof. Might as well, because that got pretty bad in there. So anyway, in this one, I don't know what he's trying to explain at the end of the day in this one. What are you trying to explain? Literally. Trying to get over the fact that your screen matched. Coming with some kind of freaking... Look how he blocks the screen so you can't even see it. I love this, man. Why is your hand there? If you're showing a demonstration of a comparison, you should never be anywhere near where that screen is at. I don't know what you're doing all that for. Everybody done seen enough already. Yeah. This is where he gets desperate. Starts throwing objects in front of the screen. This is the, we got a recording into this one. We got a recording of the math issue, and we got a recording of the landlord where he claimed he painted 8 units in 2 hours. I don't know what kind of magical paint spray you got at the end of the day, but that's virtually impossible. 8 units? Are you kidding me? No, 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 no. No, that's not going to happen. Time it takes you to bust down the cannon and clean it every freaking time. It's going to basically consume time. There's no way anywhere you can do it in 2 hours. That's virtually impossible. And as you go back, look how well it's matching. Look at the box at the bottom. See, what makes this bad, James, this is what makes it bad. What makes this really bad for you, you still have this product on your website for sale. That's what makes it bad. Knowing that this video exists, knowing what you were doing, knowing how you got caught. Remove the video. Why would you remove a video to begin with if this was backing you? Well, what's your excuse for removing it? People only remove stuff when they want stuff to go. They want stuff to disappear. You don't want people to remember. That's why they remove it and get rid of it. This is a video designed to back your product. What's even worse? Look how badly washed out the bookcases in the LG demonstration. It's supposed to be like a shiny, glossy bookcase to show the reflection of the objects in it. Can't even see it. But you see right here, he's taking the objects. He's literally pushing those objects right in front of where the screen is because he doesn't want you to see that. Anytime you're doing a demonstration, anyone does a demonstration anywhere, they don't take objects out to block the very thing that they're doing the demonstration against. That should be nowhere near there. I don't know what the point of, I don't know. Good gracious. If you didn't see the damage already you did to yourself, I don't know what else to say from there. So that's another one of Jamie's fake accounts. He has multiple fake accounts. He comes in on YouTube, ranting and carrying on and acting upon multiple accounts. That's none of his customers coming in to back him up. His customers are ticked off at him right now. He didn't even do that slip silver challenge. He didn't even go anywhere near that product. Of course he's not going to go that. Paint costs $17.03. Yeah, barely if your product loses to a $17.03 paint that you can order anywhere. Some people don't have Sherwin-Williams in their neck of the woods, but this stuff, you can go on Amazon and order it anywhere, and it's much cheaper than this product. And yeah, we did slip silver. We did all of them. Look, take the box, stick it right in front of the screen. Unbelievable. That does not need to be there. I'm not upset. At the end of the day, Jamie, don't get to understand. Look, you get things mixed up here. I know you feel like this is some kind of revenge tactic. It's not. You don't need to be selling screen paint. Nowhere. You are unprofessional. You have no business selling screen paint at all. You don't even have a knowledge of your own product. I've seen your specification sheet. Literally, there is more information on a container of Tums than it is your website because you don't know what you're talking about. But you want to make it sound like you know what you're talking about. You don't know anything that comes to screen paint products. If you would, that information would be applied to your site and you have nothing there because, again, you don't even know your own product. Heck, you don't even know the own color of it. What's the color of your product? When I open your site, all I see is gunmetal, 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 gun. There's no other color. You don't know the color of your own product. And that's sad because that's the first thing you should know. Oh, man. That's just awful right there. Look at this. You should not be selling screen paint. You are the philosopher. Neither one. That's another person can't. Reason why we don't mention him in videos is because there's no point. His ship has been sunk a long time ago. There's no point. He can't even sell his products because I told you at the end of the day, it costs money to ship out his product. He'd have to take my advice. And if he does that, that means I'm smarter than him. And the advice I gave him was he's going to have to drop those 48s, bring it to 32s, have it to a one-code application. That's what you're going to have to do. If you do that, you know what that means. I'm smarter than you. So it depends on how you come in, full glass or empty glass. So that's why he's not really nothing at the end of the day, because again, he can't open his website. If he sells one thing off his website, he literally has to pay money into it to make the order go through, because his product costs too much to make. What he did was he didn't do enough research. He didn't do enough testing. You have to make sure your product's worth its weight in gold. Beat a couple of certified screens. Your product basically starts to rise up in rank of basically having been a product that's worth its weight in gold. Do real ambient light rejection demonstrations to being stuck in these dark environments like this, and your product's worth some money. Show that your product can basically become weatherproof. You can have it outside. It works in different multiple versions of projectors and different forms of environments, and your product becomes some money. But this nonsense is nothing. I can do the same thing with house paint all day. Nothing special about this paint. If you can't back up your theories, then you're going to have problems at the end of the day. So, charging 160 bucks and not really thinking through it correctly, found out that his product literally costs more to make. So he has to put money into it. And then I don't know what kind of business person you call yourself at the end of the day. We're talking about the other fellow. You got a website you're paying for. Every day that website, every month that website's on, this guy got to pay money to these providers for a site he can't make money off of. And you can't change over to what I told you to change over, because you do that, it shows that I'm smarter than you, because you're arrogant and your ego is so high, you're stuck in that same spot. Didn't really have to do anything to you. That's all. That's it. And just show you couldn't back up your products by placing the order. $700 worth of orders. I think it was $1,900 with this one. And y'all returned every dime back to my account. Every single dime. I won every single PayPal complaint. Every one of them. Never lost one. And then to make matters even more interesting, I ship him out a product that worked 100%. Kept the money because he couldn't even win. I had so much information, including the batch numbers on my products, backing them up on so many levels, that PayPal went in my favor. So I was able to keep your $38. Then I sent you $90 of my money that you could have kept, but you couldn't back your products up. So you had to give me back my money. That's pretty bad. Yeah. So I don't know what's worse, the fact that you tried to fake the 2.0, or the fact that when a customer came in and showed that the 2.0 was actually working perfectly fine, and y'all both came from the same 5-gallon container. So yeah. Ooh. Forgot about that. I got to go file for small claims court. I got to take care of that on Tuesday. Jimmy, you'll be getting some paperwork from me real soon. I'm definitely going to file for that right away. I forgot about that. Literally forgot about it in all this. I got to go file for that. And it's not much, too. So I'll be seeing you soon. Literally forgot about that. Almost. I just brought that up. I got to go and file that. Look at this right here. That's absolutely horrible. It's a perfect match. All right, so let's come out of here. This link right here is going to be in the caption. That's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put the other 3 links in there too. Like I said, he's done this multiple times. Jamie, can you explain this one for me real quick? Isn't this you walking out of Home Depot? I mean, what are you going to get mad about? You're going to say that's not you actually walking out of Home Depot with a container of BEHR silver screen and then matching the screen with the product? These are your videos, your caption on it. Just like when we caught him a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, last month, we caught him in there. No, was it last month? It was the beginning of last month. We caught him in there trying to sell off the Metallica Mix 2.0 on an eBay account for 40 bucks. And it found out that that's the same product that you had that you were showing off how to make for free many years back when you gave away free products. You're a scammer, man. Isn't this not your video right here? It's right there. It's title. Crow's Personal Mix versus BEHR Silver Screen. Isn't that not you right there?
No sort of game-changing difference. And keep in mind,
where did this video go disappearing to? Where is it at? You're going to run your mouth so much. Here, where's the video at, Jamie? You bold as can be. Walking out of a freaking Home Depot with the paint in your hand, and then you match the product. And did the same lie you said here, you did on the other one. You've been telling the same lie over and over again. There he is right there, look, walking out of a Home Depot with the product in his hand. So what he has in his hand right here is the Personal Mix. That's the Personal Mix right there. But you went in and you changed it now to IB personal. It's nothing. The personal mix is still the same thing. You just changed the name. That's all. As you can show proof that that IB mix you have doesn't match that. As a matter of fact, you can do that on Monday too. Don't forget the BEHR silver screen. Don't forget to do that demonstration too. I'm not going to come back and check because I know you're not going to do it because you can't. You can't back your products up. That's why I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to tell you what you need to do, but I know you're not going to do it. You're scared to do it. That's why. You don't want to get exposed, but too late. You're already exposed. There he is. There he is painting the screen down. You didn't see it. For those who didn't see these demonstrations, yeah, these demonstrations actually exist. These are videos that Crow does not want you to see. There you go. That's the IB mix right there. I'm going to leave that phone pause for a bit. So you can see exactly. Here we go. You got it on in 2019. The date's sitting right there on the container. I'm looking at it right there. February the 6th, 2019 is when you picked it up when you did this video. That's your apartment. So you can't claim that somebody cloned you or duplicated your apartment in some super lab and that wasn't you at the end of the day. Why are you that close? I have to say, why do you get that close? Never mind. My goodness. So let's show you here, right here. There's some painting the product in right there, as you can see. Same thing with the network grade 773. I have no idea why you're pointing to back here. You do know your windows are shut, right? There's no light coming through your windows. If it was, all this wouldn't be dark over here. I don't know why you do that. You gotta stop doing that. But let's get over here and look at this house paint product. Now, for the customers who have purchased this stuff already and you haven't seen this video and you want your money back, well, guess what? You can get your money back. Here's a policy that he has on his site that says, what does he say on his site? He says, if it lands on your property, it's yours. No refunds, no returns. And if you open it, no exchange and no refund. It's the same thing. He just worded it differently. But yeah, you can get your money back. Actually, we used that policy against him 3 times and we won. Because PayPal can't honor it. There's nowhere in there for the customer to have any kind of salvation to get his money back or get an equal exchange or return. You can't get anything out of it. You can't get an equal exchange out of it. Can't even get that. So how does that work out for you? Now I guarantee he's over there right now in his apartment, biting down on his pillow, screaming into it. I guarantee you. But we don't care. It's not my problem at the end of the day. You should have did a better job when you sell products at the end of the day. Don't steal from people. Look at this. If you have to be that close to a screen to see the difference, I told you this 1,000 times. If you have to be that close to a screen to see the difference, then what's going to happen when you're sitting 11 to 12 feet away from your screen? You're not going to notice the difference if you have to be that close to begin with. There's nobody that will ever sign up to a contract. They say, oh, wait, come here. I need y'all to come way over here, right here. Can you see it right there? Can you see it? No one is going to sign you to a contract for that crap. He didn't keep it long on the rows. If you notice, he's on the rows for a couple minutes and off because the rows on the BEHR is going to produce a much higher white level. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Huh? All right. So I don't want to spend all dinner. They got things to do. They got orders and stuff to get ready. All right. Look at that. That's messed up. Yeah, look at that. Pretty messed up. I'll put this link below. All the links are going in. In this video, we're putting all the links in so you can see them up close and personal. There you go. Come out of here real quick. Now over here, if you go over to us, is our Crystal page. It's being converted for drop shipment commercial use. You only got 2 links now. This link used to be hidden in the more page over here, so you had to hunt for it. Now you don't. It's right out in the open. Just click on it. It'll take you to all the information you need to find out about this individual. And the videos we've collected down through time on them are doing all kinds of stuff you wouldn't believe. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot more than that. When I take the time, I'm going to post the rest of them. We have about 30 or 40 more videos on Jamie doing some pretty dirty stuff. We just haven't had time to post it. We'll post it all on there. You can see it for yourself. Let me see. Let's go over to the website. Because we'll show you that the product you just saw, which is a personal, which he changed to the IB, he changed the name of that, but the Cinemax is still being sold on the website unless he pulled it. Unless he pulled it from his website, which he should be doing. He should not be selling it. So let's see. Oh, we have it down here. I think we have it down here already listed. There we go. I'm going to pop over here. Now, keep warning. When we go in here, he's going to be quite upset. He is going to be ranting. And that's good. We can see him rant because we can get a chance to see Crow in his true form of him carrying on and acting up. Because again, what are you angry about? It's your video. So let's go have a look. I think we're going to be on the home page. We're on the home page, a shop page. Here's a shop page. Let's see if we find any test demonstrations of his product versus Network Gray, any of the videos we saw, anything. Mind you, customers, we will see our potential victims, because if they don't know about this product already, or they probably already faced them already on PayPal, yeah, he's something else. Trust me, we've had disputes with him back and forth. We won our disputes, but he lies a lot. I'm gonna try to get the PayPal transcripts so you can read through some of the stuff he's actually typed in some of these complaints. But yeah, these are customers that are victims because again, their products are nothing but house paint. Sad, but that's what it is. And that's the end. We hit the bottom of the website. We're done. There's no videos, there's nothing, there's no tests, there's nothing at all, period. So the very videos that he had, he removed off the account, that would basically say backs his product, they're hidden. He doesn't want anybody to see them. If they were, you know, his product didn't match house paint, then the videos would be here, right? They're not here. All right, let's go check the shop. Let's go over to the shop. There's only 2 options we have here. Let's pop over to the shop. Let's see if this product is still being sold. We're looking for also to the personal mix, which was changed over to the IB personal, which still needs to be tested under house paint. Matter of fact, all these need to be tested under house paint. And we have here, let me see. Here we are. Here's the Cinemax still being sold on the website. Now, question, Jamie, I have to ask you, why are you still selling this product on your website? Clearly, you are in the video showing your product matching house paint. And then the video disappears. Why are you still selling this on your website at $75? Do you have any idea how much a consumer would have to spend for Network Gray at a gallon? A lot cheaper than $75. And yet you have it on here. Your description is a complete lie. What do you tell your customers in here in your description, Jamie? What do you tell them? What kind of lies are you telling to your customers that are coming in here? You're telling this is one of your favorite products. This is your mix right here. It will give you well-balanced picture. Oh, house paint will do the same thing. Best with 2200 lumens. Problem with that is Network Gray can pick up at 1000. We tested it already downstairs in the basement when we had a gallon of it. It picks up at 1000 lumens. So actually it picks up a much lower lumen count than your product. And it costs far less and does the same thing. 1 quart covers up to 135-inch screen. And then right here, let's look at your shipping policy you have here for your customers. Now, this is why your customers are not defending you. Which one of your customers in their right mind would come in and defend someone who just cheated them out of their money and gave them house paint? They can literally do the same thing with house paint. Who? And then you have a policy set up to rob your own customers. You have it right here. It's right here stated. We come back to this over and over again. It never changes. Return policy. Once the product is delivered. You didn't spell that correctly, but who cares? He's never going to go and fix it anyway. He can't fix it. Remember what I told him. If he fixes that, I'm smarter than he is, so he has to leave it there. Let's see. No returns or refunds. Only exchange for a different mix if the container wasn't open. How in the world would they figure out if the product works or not if they don't open the container? You don't have any tests. We have tests on our products. You don't have any tests. So how would they know if it works or not if they don't open the container? They're going to go by your word without tests. All right, that's fantastic. That's like buying a smoke detector and saying, oh, it works. It does. It works perfectly fine. What about the test? You don't need tests. It works perfectly fine. You're okay. That's what you're doing. What about the brakes on your car? Oh, we all use it. Your brakes, you need those more than anything in the world, right? Keeps from slamming into objects and end up seeing God a little earlier, eh? Can you imagine you going to buy brakes? What's the test on these? No. You're good. No test. No test. No need it. We're good. Just take my word for it. It's good. No test needed. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Good. Yeah, that's going to work out quite well. The reason why we run tests is because one of the screens we were doing, I forget which one it was producing all of this light. It wouldn't run off ultra short throws. Ultra short throw wouldn't pick up on it. It's a good thing we ran the test. If I had launched that product, not doing proper tests, and someone had hit it with an ultra short throw and it reacted that way, oh, that'd be some egg on my face, wouldn't it, at the end of the day? So it's a good thing we had test demonstrations backing this up. And it's a good thing we did go in and do the demonstration going, oh, shoot, it doesn't work on ultra short throw. Let's fix this problem, which you should have did here a long time ago. So you're telling the customer if it lands on the property, it's theirs. And if they open it up, it's theirs. There is no way for the customer to get anything out of this. And this is what scammers do. Try to keep your money at all costs, period. So this is a product you're selling on your website that's actually right over here. I don't know what's worse. This mess right here, this is the black and white mixture. This is product out of black and white paint. Now mind you, to be fair, when these videos were out, these particular ones, I don't know where the rest of them are, these particular ones were out, Jamie was not selling house paint, or screen paint, what we're going to call it. It is house paint at the end of the day, but he wasn't selling it. So you know that. That's why that video exists. Because at one point he gave away paint for free. And then he went in to start making claims that the reason why he couldn't really do that anymore because it was costing him money. Technically, it's not costing you money. If you make the product one time and you put up the ingredients, it's not costing you anything because the consumer will be making it, not you. They will pick it up. So I don't know where you came up with that one. But anyway, that's when he gave products out for free. That's why that video exists. So that's why we asked him to make this mix right here and put it against his other products to see how close they would come in. Video was never done.
So many levels.
Oh, we're way too close. I'm gonna get the zoom up on this thing. Let's come over here. Here we go. We are. Oh no, these are we made his products on camera. You know, check them out. It's all right there. You made them right on camera. Let me bring that zoom down a little bit here because we don't need this up anymore. But I just want to show you that he's still selling the product. I don't want to say that, oh, he has it on his site. Maybe he got changed of heart or maybe did something different and he removed it off his site. But every time we go in there, we see the same thing, that he hasn't taken it off. He's still trying to sell it. You know, people have already seen the demonstrations already. He knows he's lost those already. He knows he lost those. The people he hasn't hit with this yet, those are the ones he's counting on to catch. And that's what he's looking to do. All right, well, let's nail one more before we get out of here real quick. Parte, I'm going to pay a visit to your site. This is another guy at the end of the day. We don't really add him in too much anyway because he shot himself in the foot. He really didn't do a good job of basically marketing his products, but his products don't work due to the fact that he can't back up that stacking theory, which we're still waiting on that. Not only am I waiting on that, I'm still waiting on seeing him taking the product that he painted and put it against the wall that he has in a theater, which he hasn't even done that one either. He's avoiding that at all costs. Paint on screens. I've done paint on screens. Someone was talking about some paint on screens. We did paint on screens. We already had them here already. Paint on screens. I wonder. me see something here. Interesting. I could be wrong here. Wrong at all. These people need to be exposed, just like I said before. The biggest uncovering of it all, people, is how many of these companies will match house paint. That's what it comes down to. But, you know, you get those jokers involved. You got big lawyers that'll be breathing down your neck. But still, it should be tested. I would like to know. Your website's not coming up. I could be wrong here, but I'm not seeing your website. I'm digging for it. I can't find this website. Maybe I'm wrong here. Let me see. No, it's not here at all, period. I'm not spelling it correctly. Yeah. That's right there. It's coming up on my search. This is my search right here. This guy pulled this website. He had to pull it. It's not here. It should have pulled up. Any one of them keywords that I typed in, he would have popped up. His website's gone. I'm dead serious. His website is literally not here. And there's something off here. I like to be 100% sure before I make statements. Let's see. P-A-R-T-A-Y. Yeah. P-A-R. Yeah, yeah. I want to make sure. I want to be 100% sure. Make sure. Maybe I'm spelling it incorrect. I want to make sure we got it right here. I'm pretty sure it's got to be there. It's got to be there. I'm pretty sure that site's got to be there. It's 62 containers for the Black Friday. It's 60 containers sold already. I got to get those containers set up. Everybody taken care of on that. Oh, man. Huh. Interesting. I've just spelled this thing in every different direction. He pulled his site. His site's pulled. It's not there. It's literally not there. You think I'm joking? It is not freaking there. I'm in the search looking for it. I can't find it. His site is spelled. We got it right here. This is the title right here of his product. It's P-A-R-T-A-Y, right? Now up here, this is what we wrote in. P-A-R, make sure I got this right. P-A-R-T-A-Y. Make sure I get this right here. This cactus. All right. P-A-R-T-A-Y. Partay. I want to make sure I'm 100% sure. I don't like saying stuff that's not true. It ticks me off. I'm one of those people that got to be punctual when it comes to information. Information is very important. You got to get it right the first time. You don't mess up. All right. P-A-R-T-A-Y. I'm spelling this correctly because we got a video right here with his logo attached to it. And it's P-A-R-T-A-Y. It's right there with the logo on it. So I want to make sure I'm 100% sure this site is still here. Yeah, I knew I had to be there. I'm looking back for over and over again. We're not seeing it's not coming up. Now it is. Partay, did you put your site back in? I'm just wondering. Okay, we're going to pop over and make a visit. All right, let me see. All right, there we are. I know it was in here somewhere. Let's say, wait a minute. I'm looking at this. I know I'm spelling it correctly, hitting it over and over again, and not coming up. Okay, there we go. All right, let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Told you, sold out. He can't sell his product. Told you. We can pop in here every single day. It'll be closed. He can't open it up. If he opens up this shopping cart, I got $1,000 right now, one of my banking accounts. I'll drop it right into your site. It'll be a nightmare for you because you'll have to spend money out of your pocket. Do you have any idea how much money you're going to have to cough up? And I told you, I'm not doing the math. We've done the math dozens of times. But even at a simple basic 50, right? You can't push over, and you're making this product. This is 4 code application. He can't push over the 160 mark. Anything over the 160 mark is going to come out of his pocket. And you're talking about 4 containers of product he's going to have to make. Individually, each one's going to have to be different. This is going to cost money. He can't make it by, I said before, he can't make it by the he can't make it by the by 32s because it's a 48s. It's easy if he had it by 32s. Much easier to break it down. But he's got it by 48. So he needs a gallon and 2 quarts to complete 4 48s. And each one of them have to be different. It can't be the same. So they have to be 4 different individual formulas. If that's what he's claiming, it's a stacking system. They're involved in fusing to each other. Each one has to have a different identity in order to do that fusing thing. But you can't do that with a roll-on. You have to do it with a spray-on application. Roll-on is pointless because you're going to do cross-contamination, which means your roll is going to be smearing in and out. Spray-on, you spray a light coating, let it dry a little bit, but leave it a little damp, and you hit it again. And that causes both of them to fuse together, to dry together. That's how you do a fusion screen. But you're still going to have to show a reaction of what happens if you miss one of those steps. What's going to happen? It's going to be like a little darker. It's going to pick up better color. What's going to happen? The color could fade. Anything could happen. What happens if I miss a step? What's the outcome? He can't produce that because it doesn't work. It's just a theory he made up. But the thing about it is, because of it's a 4 coat application, that means each individual ingredient has to be different. Neither one of them can be the same, and this will cost money. The basic is $50 for a basic. Every time he changes it out, its price goes up a little bit more. So he can easily walk off with something that may cost him $220 or $230 to make at $160 price point, which means he has to take money out of his pocket to fix the problem. And at that, he has a website he's running right now that he can't make money off of. So not a very person who knows anything about business. That tells you that you don't know anything about business because you are running a store that you can't make money off of. You just have to sit there and just pay for the utility of the store. It's like we having a store open up right now, like AutoZone. We don't sell anything out. We have product in there, but we can't open up the doors to sell anything because it costs too much money. But we're still paying for rent for the building and the gas, electricity, and everything else to run it without making a profit back. So you're losing money every single month this site's up. But not only that, if somebody really wanted to do damage to you, they'll drop $1,000 into your account knowing that it would cost you money to put that money back in. So that's why you can't do it. That's why you couldn't fulfill these $700 that we sent over to him in orders because number one, he can't back the product up. Number two, he knows we're going to test it. Number three, which I didn't dawn on it at first, I didn't see it at first, it would cost too much money. And that's why the site has to stay closed. That's why we don't really put him in anything or any demonstration because, what's the point? He's not there. He's not. All right, I got to get out of here. Sun's up and I got things to do. I got to be out and about today. Oh, I forgot I got some boots coming in too. I just ordered me some new boots. Some new boots, people, some boots. All right, I'm out of here. We're going to put the links in for you people at top, bottom, whatever. And you can go in and click. We're going to have a couple right in the front of the captions. So you can check this out. We don't really pay this guy any mind at all, period at all. Because, again, not a very smart businessman at the end of the day. So, he wouldn't even be considered to be a threat anywhere at all, period. Because he can't even open up his store. And there is the middle of Black Friday or something like that. Or Black Friday weekend. All right. Let's go back over here. These two right here side by side. I want you to get together and just corroborate and just come up with your own forms of screen paints together. Just make sure you test that stuff at the end of the day. You don't want to come on camera looking like a complete idiot. All right, well, that's it for me. I'm done. I am going to basically ready to process orders for my customers. We got to get them ready, get them going. We got the new gamer paint because people were asking us what about the gamers. When I put the gamers, the gamers going to come on. You got to put the gamers on. The gamers going to be on the gamer. Yeah, gamers on. We just put them up. They come with free lights. I gotta go order my case. I'm gonna be picking myself up a what's it called? The V12? No, V21. V21 thermal tape PC case for our micro ATX setup, and I'm gonna be picking me up a 4090 RTX Ti. Yes. So for you, not people who have PS5s, enjoy. It's a beautiful system, but for you jokers, at the end of the day, we're talking about, oh, you can't afford a PS5. Yeah, my system that I'm actually building, yeah, it'll make a PS5 look like a paperweight when I get done with that machine. It's gonna be a monster. I can't wait. I'm not gonna order my case right now because I want to actually make it like a giant ice cube, all liquid cooling everywhere, especially to that freaking 4090. Have you seen the size of that thing? It's a freaking cereal box. Oh man, I can't wait to get my hands on that bad boy. 24 gigs of DDR. Good gracious, this thing is a monster. But I can't wait. All right, got to get out of here. Thank you all, and God bless. And fire we wait. Do the research before you buy. Even with us, you don't trust us at the end of the day? Hey, do the research. I don't mind. Heck, I got the test demonstration. Matter of fact, we post our test demonstrations in all our freaking captions. There's a black series right here. Boom. We don't play around with tests. Come on. We get the job done. This is what happens when you go to our site. See all those tests breaking down? Look at that. Look at that. Certified screens. Yeah, they don't do certified. This is us. Black. Look at that. Boom. 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 I like how they come in, how they shuffle in. And we got tests on everything. Get it done. See, why they sitting there twiddling their fingers? We have got our tests already done. To my black paint, please give me a break. I've been doing black paint tests since day one. On top of that, we draw into our screens with black paint just for fun. Get bored, we gotta figure out stuff to throw against the screen. All right, well, that's basically about it. I'm going to get out of here. Again, as I said before, y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Whatever you guys are doing, enjoy yourselves. I've got to get working on the other website, and I got an NDA to take care of on Monday and some other stuff I got to take care of. I got also try to go take a little bit in place. Other than that, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.